In this class, we were first introduced to Code Red and started discussing poverty in Hamilton. Having volunteered at the Eva Rothwell Center in North Hamilton, I've seen firsthand the extent of poverty that remains unseen for most McMaster students. Another issue that we discussed is why it is that students often prefer to volunteer abroad instead of volunteering locally. One of the great initiatives in Hamilton that is aimed at trying to address the issue of poverty is the Hamilton Poverty Roundtable. The following video features a talk from members of the Roundtable, including Mark Chamberlain. Having heard him speak, I believe that the Roundtable is a group that could potentially mobilize students to work locally as well.
Poverty rates are even higher among specific groups, including children under the age of 14, 24%, seniors 65 years and over, 24%, the Aboriginal community, 37%, and recent immigrants, 50%. Statistics show women as a select group are at particular risk of poverty. There are still 89,656 citizens living in poverty in Hamilton, and this is just not acceptable.
Roundtable, what do? Well, we are a group that helps the community align. Are we working on the right things? Are we working on them hard enough? Are we going in the right direction? And today is that one opportunity we have per year as a broader community group to get together and say, are we aligned? Are we moving hard? Are we moving fast? And are we moving in the right direction?
It takes a neighborhood to raise a child. It takes a village to raise a child. And we have a great community here, so I think this is the best place to raise a child.
Facing the devastating impact of an economic downturn that we are feeling on the front line as food banks. Our numbers are already at 320,000 people a month, and we're seeing that increase by 20% year over year. We have predicted in terms of our estimates that by the end of 2010, if unemployment figures continue, we'll see an additional 500,000 or 500,000 Ontarians living in poverty by the end of next year. In the past, we had great supports. We had a powerful social safety net to protect our neighbors during difficult economic times. Unfortunately, the employment insurance program that we have currently in Ontario only covers 32% of those persons who lose their jobs. In the 90s, we were looking at about 2/3 of folks who were able to get covered by assistance. So many more people will turn to charity or other means of assistance in order to get support.
I think we've come a long, long way in the past short while. We are now we have gone beyond where we were trying to get poverty on the agenda. We were trying to get people to understand that poverty was a problem. So now we are in full steam. How are we going to reduce poverty? How are we going to eliminate poverty? What can we do? What is our role to actually address the problem instead of just fighting to get the issue even on the agenda? This issue is now well established.
It's a pretty safe bet that you probably know individuals, organizations, churches, neighborhoods, companies that either could be doing a lot more or maybe aren't doing anything. They're out there. They're not bad people. But this group, this house, needs to get even bigger. And there's always a ton more to do, and the Roundtable can help with what those tasks are. So I challenge you to challenge others to get involved and make this the best place to raise a child.